Sonja here from Success Fitness. Today we're going to be doing arms and abs, okay? So we're going to need a set of dumbbells. You might want to have a couple different sizes of dumbbells, but it's okay if you don't. And perhaps your water bottles, soup cans, all that stuff will work as well. All right, so let's get started. We're going to take our feet a little bit wider, so right underneath your hips, maybe a tiny bit wider than your hips. Give me a nice deep breath, reaching it up. 1, and exhale, and again. So really trying to move through the body and warming up your whole system and getting that energy flowing, yes? So don't forget to breathe. Inhale and exhale as we're sweeping those arms up and down. Give me a couple more, and again. Let's take those arms down. Let's hold it right here, and let's just roll the shoulders. Nice big rotation, circling it back, right? So really trying to get into the shoulders. So when we're doing arms and abs today, we want to make sure that those arms are ready and warmed up through your shoulders and traps as well. Let's go the opposite direction. Get those elbows in there a little bit more, right? Make those circles nice and big. Good work. Keep going. And press for 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's hold it right here. We're going to take your ear to the shoulder and switch. So we're just going to alternate right, left. And every time we switch, get the ear down as much as we can. Not forcing it to pain, but just enough to feel the extension in those traps. Right? So you notice that all the warm-ups in different classes, different settings, can be all different, right? So it doesn't have to be all vigorous cardio stuff. 5 more seconds, and it all depends on what we're going to be doing next. 4, 3, 2, let's hold it right here. Arms at a 90-degree angle in front of you. We're going to open the chest and close. Opening the chest and close. Good. Really trying to open, squeeze those shoulder blades as we're taking it behind, keeping your shoulders and elbows aligned. 15 more seconds. And opening it up. Good. Opening it up, stretching it through. 4, 3, 2, and shake it up. Let's grab a set of dumbbells. Again, start with a pair. If you have different sizes, maybe start with a pair. We can always go up and down in weight. We're going to do everything on one side, and then we're going to move to the other side. So what I'd like you to do is stand on your right foot. You're going to take your left foot out of the equation. If your balance is not as great, you can also tap lightly down. Shoulders down and back, get that leg up, and we're going to do both arms at the same time, bicep curls. Ready? Here we go. So we're going to curl it up and release. Curling it up and release. So when I'm curling this up, my standing leg is just so slightly softened at the knee, right? So I'm staying nice and stable. I'm not going to hinge into the hip. I really want to pull in the core. We're going to do 45 seconds, and we're going to stay on this leg after we're done this, and we're going to go into an overhead press. Notice I rotate my dumbbells, so I get that nice full bicep curl in, using the whole belly of your bicep. Good work. Don't cramp your hands too tight, right? And the balance is working in an indirect way. We're still working the lower body. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, and release. We're going to stay with that same leg. We're going to balance again, but this time we're going to go and we're going to do an overhead press with it. Okay? So again, balance on your right, 90 degree, ready, set, and go. So up and down you go. When we drop those elbows, they just go just below the shoulders, so slightly, right? Don't drop them that we're resting, right? So we don't want to be here. Pressing it up and just below. Pressing it up, just below. Good work. Exhale out, inhale, release. Right? So just because I said arms and abs doesn't mean your lower body is not working today. Always working the whole body, no matter how we're going to look at it, right? Because other things have to kick in to stabilize. Keep going. Exhale out. 10 more seconds. We got this. Let's go. Good. 4, 3, 2, and release. We're going to stay on both feet. We're going to dig your right elbow in the front. Your left elbow is going to push into the hip. So one hand is forward, one to the side. We're going to lower it and up into a bicep curl from here. Right? So a little bit more diagonal. Ready? And go. Curl and release. So it takes a little bit more coordination and release. Try not to twist your whole body into it. We're still having our torso facing forward towards me, and lift. And lift. Feels good, doesn't it? And lift. Good. Exhale out on the lift. Inhale on the release. Gravity wants to take over, so I want you to really think about the down phase to slow that down a little bit. Try not to use the momentum. If you're using momentum to swing those dumbbells up, it might be too heavy. 15 seconds. Water bottles will work here. Soup cans will work here. 10 more seconds. No excuses, right? We're not doing this. And curl. Good. 4, 3, 2, and time. You're going to keep your left hand down. Right arm will go into a bicep curl. Overhead press, French press, and back down. Yes? So I'm going to stand sideways for you. Ready, set, and go. Curl and press. French press it down. Bend it and extend. Yes? Curl and press. And every time we're doing a standing exercise like this, make sure you're softening those knees a little bit so that our lower back has support, right? You don't want to lock it right out. So I'm going to soften it up a little bit and back down and release. Keep going. Curl and press, bending it behind. Now notice when I'm bending it behind, my bicep stays right beside my ear and I'm trying to keep my elbow nicely aligned with that shoulder, right? Curl and press, bending it down and extend and release. Good. Keep that dumbbell straight up to the ceiling, legs go out, left foot turns out, palm facing towards me. We're going to windmill it down. So from here, we're going to stretch down into it and coming back up. You might have to drop your elbow on your dumbbell on this. Ready? We're going to stretch it down and coming up. So the other dumbbell is just going down towards the ankle. Come down as low as you feel comfortable and back up. Make sure that we're not, what we don't want is pushing forward. We're going to stay right above that shoulder and pressing it up from that heel. Okay, nice wide stride. Down we go and press. Gets too hard, then just take the elbow, the dumbbell out of the equation. Down we go. Right? If you need to bend your knee a little bit, we can bend into that leg a little bit, give you a little bit more support. 5 more seconds. Stretching into it. And push. And time. Good work. We're going to keep that same up, that same arm. This one still stays down. And all I want you to do, you're going to take it into your left knee. Okay, arms should get tired. In 4, 3, 2, ready? Let's go. In we go. In we go. In we go. Pull that belly button in, right? Working through the core at the same time. How are you feeling? You're doing amazing. Come on. There's nothing like beautiful arms in a tank top, right? Good. Exhale out. And again, pull into it. Good. Pull into it. Using your core at the same time. And press. 10 more seconds. We got this. Good. Almost there. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. We're going to do everything on the other side. Standing on your left leg. We're going to go right into bicep curl. That right arm should feel a little bit more tired. So, standing your left leg, shoulders down and back, opening up the chest. In 4, 3, 2, let's go. Curling it up and down. And again, really thinking about your technique and form here. Again, your standing leg, we're softening just slightly into it. I don't know if you can see it, right? We don't want to be locking it out. So a slight little bend. I usually hook my foot sort of back there, right? Focusing on this spot kind of in front of you can help a little bit with that balance. But if it is really truly an issue, just tap it lightly behind, but put most of your weight on that standing leg. 15 seconds. Curl and release. Curl and release. Curl. Good work. Exhale out. Your arms should feel a little warmer now, right? And curl and release. Perfect. We're going to stay on that left leg. We're going to go back to your overhead presses, right? It's your second round. Just changing which leg you're standing on. So standing on your left, arms at 90. On your marks, get ready. And go. Good. Focus on a spot in front of you. Breathing out. Exhale and press. We got this. And push. Right? So don't forget to breathe. It's easy and it's funny. It sounds funny. It's like, well, if I wouldn't be breathing. But the truth is we tend to hold our breath with weight training, right? Especially on lifting and stuff. So make sure that you forcefully, and you find too when you're focusing a little bit more on forcefully exhaling and controlling that breathing, you'll have so much more strength to work with. 10 more seconds. Keep it going. And lift. Good work. Woo, there's my balance. 4, 3, 2, and time. Shake it out. Good job. We're going to stand on both feet. This dumbbell is now front. This one is now to the side. Okay? So we're just doing opposite sides this time. Ready, set. Soften those knees. And go. Curl. Curl. There we go. Again, don't cramp those hands too tight. And don't twist your torso into this. Right? Trying to still face to the front and curl. Right? It's easy to start doing this. Right? And curl. And curl. Loosen your grip up. Make those biceps do the work. And curl. It's like, come on, Sonja, enough of those biceps. Woo! 15 seconds. We got this. Curl. Yeah. Go on, push it. Awesome work. Keep going. For 4, 3, 2, and release. Good. You're going to keep your right hand down. Left hand goes up into that overhead press, back to the extension in front. Okay? So curl, overhead press, French press. Soften those knees. Ready, set, and go. Curl and press. Dipping it down. And extend and release, right? So if you feel this too much in your elbows, I always suggest don't go as low, right? So that your muscles are doing all the work. If you do have the flexibility and your elbows good, we can go a little lower, right? So just be gentle, listen to your body, and dip it down. Keep that bicep beside your ears, right? Because the number one thing that happens here is right here, this will happen. Elbow pops out, right? Keeping it nice and controlled. Keep going. Curl and press, bending it down, and again, release. And again, up we go. Curl and press, and release. Perfect. Legs go nice and wide. This time your right foot turns out. Back to the windmill. Arm goes straight up. We're going to slide it down as low as you feel comfortable with or without your dumbbell. Right? Soften that knee if you need to. Ready, and go. I don't quite lock mine, okay? Because otherwise it bothers my knee. But I also still want to keep as straight as I can. So I'm digging in with the heel and press. While it's not just hinging forward, we're going to rotate your torso. It's almost like you're looking up as you're coming down. And that's what makes this more difficult. Use your core at the same time. That leg behind is pointing towards me. The other leg is pointing in front of you. 15 seconds. Come on. How's your shoulder? Hanging in there, right? And push. Good. Keep going. And press. Last one. And push. Woo. You're going to stay with that same side. And we're going to pull this elbow down to the opposite knee. Right? So it doesn't always have to be cardio to make things difficult. And your heart rate is probably coming up with this as well. Ready? And go. Pull it in. Pulling it in. Right? Use your core muscles at the same time. Curl. Good. And pull. And pull. Nice job. And pull. We got this. Good. Exhale. Whew. Come on. Squeeze it. 20 more seconds. How's that shoulder? 15 seconds. We got this. And pull. And pull. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and shake it out. Good work. All right, let's grab some water, and we're going to switch this up. Right? Or we can do one more set on each side. Nah. Okay, we're going to do a bend over, dumbbell kickbacks. We're going to do every exercise for 45 seconds with a 15 seconds switch to the next exercise. And just like what we just did, shake those arms out. Let's give yourself a little stretch, okay? Squeeze the shoulder blades. Breathing. Good. Shake it out. Good work. Okay. Bend over dumbbell kickbacks. So we're in this position, softening those knees. Elbows lift a little bit higher. And we're going to kick it back. Yeah? All right. So grab the dumbbells that are appropriate to that exercise for you. When we're hinging forward, we want to make sure that you have all your weight in your hips, not in that lower back. Okay? Elbows tucked. On your marks. Get ready. And go. 45 seconds. Good. Exhale. And lift it back. Good job. My wrists stay neutral, right? So I'm not yanking them into the movement. Keeping them nicely in that neutral position. There's 15 seconds. Keep going and push. When we're done this one, we're going to go right into a plank. So we're going to take it right down to the mat. And we're going to do your boot camp plank, which is the up, up, down, down. So we're going to go elbow, elbow, hand to hand. Good work. 15 seconds. And lift. Good. And lift. Nice and controlled. Doing awesome. Come on. Those arms should feel nice and warm. Last one. And time. Let's take it down to the mat. We're going to do boot camp planks. Up, up, down, down. So we're going to go on your elbows, on your hands. Yeah? Switching it. 45 seconds. Or you can stay with the one side. Ready? And go. What I mean with that is you could just do all of them on one side. And then on your second round, we're going to then switch it to the other side. You can be on your knees or on your toes. You decide, okay? Down, down, up, up. When we're done this, we're going to stay on the mat and we're going to go into an elbow plank and we're just going to hold it there for 45 seconds. And if you can hold it there on your toes as long as possible, that would be ideal. And lift. Good work. 10 more seconds. We got this. Working your core, working your arms all at the same time. And push. And release. Good. Stretch it back. 15 seconds. We're going to go right into your elbow plank. 10 more seconds. Give yourself that breather, right? We're going to drop it down on your belly. Elbows are right underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes under. On your marks. Get ready. And lift. Hold it in your plank. We're not here. We're not here, right? Nicely bracing through the core. Don't let your shoulder blades wing out. So this, that's when the lower back is going to get cranky. Keep holding it for 30 seconds. Once we're done here, we're going to go into a one-arm elbow plank and we're going to do an opposite dumbbell kickback. Having that set, that is a very hard thing to do and we might just want to sort of stay on all fours instead. We'll see how we do. Keep going. Keep going. Don't let it go. If you get tired, drop to the knees in 4, 3, 2, and release. Grab one dumbbell. Elbow plank. You can stay on your knees here, elbow tucked in, and we're going to go right into a dumbbell kickback. Okay? So elbow plank, 4, 3, 2, and go. Now if that gets too hard, then you're going to go up on all fours onto your hand, and we're going to continue on. Yeah? Come on, head stays in neutral. I just want to give you a couple different options if you want to make this a little bit harder, right? And press. We're going to do the same thing after 45 seconds on the other side. Okay, 20 more seconds. And I find it on all fours hard enough, especially when we just stay with one side, right? Gets nice and warm in there. But being in that plank position, we're adding a whole different level. If you can do that plank on your toes, 4, 3, 2, and time. Over to the other side. Again, on the elbow, on your knees, or staying on all fours, yes? So you decide, give yourself that break. In 4, 3, 2, let's go. Good, kick it back. Kicking it back. Try not to twist too much because it's easy to sort of pop it to the side. That's not what we want. We want to keep the belly down and press and curl. Too difficult, come back up and pull it back from here, yeah? And press. Good. Right, so try to keep your shoulder and elbow nice and stable. Good work. Nice work. And lift. Good, we got 10 more seconds here. Keep your head in neutral. Looking awesome. 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Lying on your back. Arms extended above your head. Legs extended. We're going to come up into a sit-up, tapping the opposite toe, and back down. Right? If that's too difficult, just tap the knee. Ready, set, and go. We're going to alternate right, left. And as I said, if it's too hard, just go for the knee, lifting a little bit into if you can. Right? Again, find the level that is working your potential, your challenge, right? So it's not a comparison. Yes, we want to work up to certain levels, but we have to do it in transition, and you have to do it safely, right? Good. And press. Awesome. Right? If you feel this too much in your neck, you can also stay here, right? Just really pull that belly button in. 4, 3, 2, and time. We're going to go onto your elbows. We're going to hold it right here. We're going to do a V-up. So we're going to stay on your bum, lift your chest. We're going to pull the knees in and drop. Pull the knees in and drop. Ready, set, and go. Pull, release, pull. If that's difficult in your lower back, just do one at a time. And pull, yeah? And pull. Again, find your level. What we don't want is to sort of sag into it, right? So lift your chest, really trying to use your core, right? Keep everything nice and stable, and lift. And lift. Good work. Exhale, lift. Awesome job. And lift. 10 more seconds. And pull. 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Grab your dumbbells. We're going to stay in a V position, and we're going to go into bicep curls. I'm going to show you to make it a little bit harder as well, but let's start there. Shoulders down the back. Heels are touching lightly. Ready, and go. Curling it up. No turn of the dumbbells. Just hold it. If you want to make it harder, get your feet off the ground. Stay in that V position. Good. Exhale up. If that's too hard on the lower back, come a little bit more upright. Maybe a little bit of a lean back, but not too much. And if that's still too hard, maybe grab a ball and place it behind your back so that we can lean into it with a little bit more support, right? And then of course, if that's still not right for you, we can also just do the standing, right? So just finding a whole different position. 10 more seconds. So there's a lot of different options. It's just finding what works for you. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and time. Lying on your back. Legs up, arms up. We're going to do a skunk pressure with a leg lift, yeah? So we're going to hold it right here, hips nice and neutral on the ground. Ready? Let's go. Both arms, one leg. Both arms, one leg. If you need that bend, you can also bend your legs if that needs to be a little bit easier for you, right? And again, when we're doing our skull pressures, it's really important that your elbows stay nice and square to each other, right? So don't let them flare out. And breathe. Good. 20 more seconds. Lifting up. You're doing awesome. Good work. 15 seconds. So one leg staying up supports that lower back, okay? That's why we do it. And press. 4, 3, 2, and time. We're going to take it over on all fours. One dumbbell stays put on the floor. The other hand is going to come all the way up into a reverse fly. Yes? Hold it right here. And 4, 3, 2, and go. So by having the opposite hand on the dumbbell, we're basically being a little bit higher off the ground so the dumbbell doesn't drag on the ground. If that gets too heavy, just drop the dumbbell, right? Do it without. We are working through the postural muscles. What we don't want, and I don't like saying don'ts, but sometimes it's important to point it out. If you see this, we're not doing it right. We need to go right between that shoulder blade and pushing it into its pocket, yeah? And lift, good job. And again, every time you lift, your core goes nice and tight. 10 more seconds. Awesome work, keep going. 4, 3, 2, and release. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side, okay? Stay aligned with that shoulder as we're lifting. It's not back here. In 4, 3, 2, and go. Bracing your core, right? So that means that we want to pull that belly button in. Try not to swing into it. That we're getting the whole body involved. Nice and controlled. Exhale, inhale. Good, keep it controlled. Good work. Good, exhale, squeezing it up. You're doing amazing. 20 more seconds. 10 more seconds. Definitely a lot warmer than when we started, right? 4, 3, 2, and time. Grab your dumbbell, laying down on the floor. Dumbbell goes right above your head. If you have something heavier, you can use a heavier dumbbell. Feet walk a little bit further away from you, pelvic tucked in, belly button pushed right down. We're gonna go into a full seated sit-up if you can. Ready? Up we go, control it. Zipper it down, right? If that's too hard, just go into a crunch from here and release. You don't have to come all the way up. Feels so good. Good job, 30 seconds to go. And release. And again, exhale. And release. Awesome job. Are you proud of yourself? You better be. And release, 15 seconds. Don't use that dumbbell for momentum, it's easy to do. And again, we got 5 more seconds, then we go right back into standing bend over tricep kickback. So get ready. Here we go, up we go. We got a 15-second switch. This is back to the top from the beginning. Elbows tucked in, back into your tricep kickbacks, okay? In 4, 3, 2, and go. Kicking it back. Kicking it back, right? So right back to the top. And again, we want that nice extension, but not momentum. Exhale out. Right? And if we don't take these breaks, right, it's really important that we just take the little tiny switches, making the muscles work right to the last potential. So today we only have time to do 2 sets of this, but if you want, after we've done the second set, do a third. Right? And I can guarantee it'll be a heck of a lot harder for some of you who are a lot more advanced, right? Because sometimes 2 sets like, okay, that's good. It's like, no, I want you to go, okay, that was enough. All right, 4, 3, 2, boot camp planks, down we go. Up, down. So if you did one side at the first set, go down on the other side, or make the brain work and alternate, all right? Elbows on the ground, hands on the floor, ready, set, and go. Down, up. Other side. Down, up. Other side, right? You don't have to switch it, right? Sometimes not switching it, right? You decide on how you're gonna do that. On your toes, a lot harder, okay? And down, and up. Down. Good, working the shoulder, working the core. Everything is working. Arms are working. This is working everything. Whew. Come on, 10 more seconds. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, and time. Good job. We're gonna hold the plank on those elbows. Give yourself a little break. Shake it out first. Get ready. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and lift on your knees, lift on your toes, right? So again, really trying to coach your body through the right level, pushing into sort of the shoulder blades, your core muscles in the same time, right? If it's too hard on your toes, drop to the knees, or take it up a notch. Do a combination of the both, right? 15 more seconds. We got this. Keep going. Keep going. Keep it going. Whew. Go, 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 go. 4, 3, 2, and release. Good job. Staying in that side, one arm plank position. So we're still in that same position, but one arm is down. Plank position, elbow tucked in. Back to your tricep kickback or on all fours. In 4, 3, 2, and go. Good, keep it all nice and stable. So that left side, oblique core is working twice as hard now because it's stabilizing just on that side. If you feel this in your lower back, you are better to take it right here, okay? So don't force something that's potentially could hurt you, okay? And press. And again, we can always do combinations where we do, 15 seconds one, then maybe take it back to easier, and then take it back to harder. 10 more seconds. Keep pushing it. Come on. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Over to the other side. Same thing. Plank to one arm, elbow tucked in, back to your tricep extension, to the front, in 4, 3, 2, and go. So you're going to lean a little bit more into that one side, right? So that one, like in my case, my right side is working so much harder right now, holding me, right? Forgetting all about my tricep, what it has to do. If it's too hard, again, we're going to come up, and of course, because we've already been working your shoulders so hard that they're now are getting tired, right? To stabilize. Keep it controlled. Don't swing that dumbbell up and down. Keep that shoulder in alignment. 15 more seconds. Keep pushing through it. Do a combo of things, right? And see which one suits your body and which one challenges without getting hurt. 4, 3, 2, and time. Woo. We're gonna lie down on your back. Arms extended, right? Legs extended. We're gonna lift it back to the center, to the knee, or lifting it all the way up into a full seated sit-up. Ready, and go. Tap the toes if you can. Keep it controlled. Woo. Come on. You're doing it. Your workout. Your challenge. Come on. So, I've mentioned a couple times to leave some messages, right? Or when I'm asking questions like, hey, how many times have you worked out since the middle of March? Has it been a daily thing for you? Has it been every other day when you can fit it in? How many times are you working out right now? Let me know. And time. Leave a message below, right? I'm curious how many times people are working out. Okay, from there we're going to do right on the elbows, V-ups. So we're going to come right down into your beach pose. Lift your chest. Ready, set, and go. Pulling the knees in and extend. Pulling the knees in. If you need a little bit more support lower back, sometimes I just sort of put my hands there, giving a little bit more of support, and pull. Good. Exhale out and squeeze. 30 more seconds. Working out 3 times per week is great. People always ask me that. It's like, well, how many times per week should I be working out? And I'm like, well, 3 times is good to maintain. On the end of the day, it all comes down to your goal. What are you trying to achieve? If you're happy with where you're at, 3 times per week is great. If you want to make some changes, we definitely need to add a couple extra days into that equation. And 4, 3, 2, and release. And rest is just as important. So we can't undermine that. And overtraining is a thing. And when we overtrain, V position, feet off the ground, bicep curls, yes? Ready, set, and go. When we're overtraining, the body all of a sudden doesn't see results. So if somebody were to work out 7 days a week and you're not seeing the results that you're looking for, it's like, well, your body's not recovering from your workouts, and so it can't heal from all the work that the muscles have been doing. So it's really important that you get that rest in there. So having a day off where it's, I call it active rest. You can still go for a walk, hike, but maybe leave the weights alone, right? Don't cramp your hands so tight. Notice I have my feet down. You can make it harder by keeping your feet up, right? So you decide, 4, 3, 2, and release. We're gonna lie right down, skull crushers, arms extended, feet up towards the ceiling. We're gonna dip it down as one leg extends down, yes? In 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. Down and lift. Look at your elbows. Are they nice and square to each other? Very important. Use your core when you're lifting that leg back up. Awesome. Down and lift. Down and lift. If you have poppy hips, like I sometimes do, especially on my one side, you're not going to get hurt unless you do it in a way that maybe there is an issue going on, but really try to engage through the muscles and then trying to maybe find the extension to avoid the pop, right? So maybe you're not going to go quite as low so that it doesn't pop on you. Good, one more. And release. Back over on all fours. Reverse fly. One side, then the other side. Dumbbell standing with your shoulders. Pulling the core in 4, 3, 2, and go. Laterally out from the shoulder. Awesome work. Squeezing it up. So, again, my line of work is personal training. I offer it online as well as in my studio, right? And the only way to truly determine what your body's needs are is to do a full fitness assessment. So it's figuring out where's the body at, what are the limitations, your injuries, or just genetics, right? Like how is your body built? And then there's certain exercises I do not recommend because it will just enhance what's already going on. So that's really important. So sometimes the assessment is really helpful. One more, and done. I always say as a personal trainer, assessing is so important because if we don't assess, we're basically guessing, right? It's not just a workout. So these group classes that we're doing online, they're all great. Ready, set, and go, but they're not individualized to your needs. So they're great add-on, but sometimes figuring out what your body really needs with the goals that you have, and of course, a big part of this is your nutrition, right? If you're working out hard, you're like, I don't get it. It's like, analyze your nutrition. What's going on there? Good. And lift. Come on. Lifting it through. Staying aligned with that shoulder. You got 15 more seconds. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Grab one dumbbell, laying down on the ground. Dumbbell right above the head. Pelvic tucked in, feet walking away. Full seat up, sit-ups or partial, completely up to you. Ready, set, and go. Coming up and down, keep it controlled. Good, don't forget to breathe. Exhale, pull that belly button in. Inhale, slowly returning it. Good. Exhale, curling it up. No momentum. 30 more seconds. Keep this controlled. Ooh. Awesome work, right? So you can spend 45 minutes like this on just your arms and abs, right? And get a wicked workout. So if you are able to work out 5-6 days a week, then that's what I recommend, is splitting it up a little bit so your focus is more in certain areas. But if you only have a couple times per week, then you want to do full body, right? So that's a nice way of gauging it. Last one, and releasing it all the way down. Good work. We're going to hold it right here. Let's pull those knees into your chest. Give yourself a gentle rock side to side, massaging through that lower back. Nice deep breath in and out. You did amazing. We're going to come all the way up into a seated position. We're going to take one leg up, one leg towards the inner thigh, right? And now we didn't really work the legs, but we're going to stretch into it from the hip and lower back this way as well. Okay, so leaning down into it, hold it right here. Awesome work. Get all the oxygen back into those muscles. We're going to come all the way up. We're going to cross your leg over, hugging that knee in and rotating, looking over your shoulder. Perfect. And release. We're going to take it over to the other side, hugging that knee in, opening up the chest, looking over your shoulder. Get all that oxygen in. And release. We're going to take the bottoms of your feet together, leaning forward into it, butterfly stretch, dropping those knees. Good work. We're just going to cross those legs. We're going to take one arm out. We're going to open up the palm. And we're just going to try to get right into that forearm, okay? And we want to stretch that arm out again. I can sort of hyperextend my elbow, kind of gross, so don't do it. And then squeeze me. It's like, what is wrong with your arms, Sonja? I don't know. And release. Good job. Other side. So when we're doing weight training, grabbing dumbbells, right? There's a lot of stuff going on in those extensors, wrist extensors, so we want to stretch them out. And for a lot of people who are working with the mouse and stuff, it's really important that we move them and stretch them. Hand goes behind, grab the elbow if you can, and let ourselves lean over to that side, stretching through those triceps that we worked. And the lats right along the side. If that's too hard, you can always pop it in from here. And I'm leaning to the side and releasing it, other side. Taking it behind, grab it from here or here, and pulling it across. Good job. And releasing it, we're going to roll those shoulders out, nice big circles. And then rolling it forward. Good, let your head go over to one side, stretching through the neck. And then over to the other side, stretching through the other side. And back to the center. You did a fantastic job. My name is Sonja from Success Fitness. And I will be seeing you for the rest of the week for different classes. And comment below, let me know what, how many times per week do you exercise? And if there's any specific questions that you have towards your workouts, anything like that, you know how to contact me. You can also go on my website, successfitness.ca, and there's a contact form on there too, and we can chit-chat that way too. Have a fantastic day. Thank you to Royal Roads Recreation Center for sponsoring these classes, and I will see you soon.